I went to a traditional university. I got a bachelor's degree in environmental science, actually, and all I have to show for it is my armpit hair. So your thing sounds cooler. This is not at all what I expected for tonight, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know there was gonna be a studio audience or a studio. I really legitimately was like, yeah, I think I'm just going to some guy's house. He'll like have a cell phone camera, and maybe I'm doing like some stand-up for an assortment of stuffed animals. I got one part right. When I thought that's what I was getting booked for, though, I still said yes. So that like gives you an idea of where I'm at in my career. I would be perfect for a show like that if any of you are booking just for like you and your teddy bear on a Monday night. I'm available most Monday nights. I recently found out that an acquaintance of mine does not like me. Boo. I know. Found out from a mutual friend of ours. Apparently this guy said to our mutual friend, like, his reason for not liking me is like, yeah, she just seems really privileged, which, fair enough. Coming from a lot of people, that's a valid reason to resent me or dislike me. This guy, though, straight, white, cis, male wakeboarder. Wakeboarder. You know that sport, like he grew up wakeboarding. That sport that requires a motorboat on lakefront property, like wakeboard. Like, that's like his problem with me is he's like, yeah, like when I was growing up, my family's yacht didn't have a water slide. Like we had a regular slide, and we had to manually get it wet. Sometimes you'd stick to it before it was wet. The first couple times down, it was rough. You don't understand my struggle, Lydia. You don't know. Our French maid was Canadian. She never let me make out with her. So that's there. If I'd known that there was going to be like a legit setup, like tech people and people here, I might have like showered or something before I showed up here. I'm doing okay though, like as I am. I'm a certain brand of hot. I know it's there, yeah, take it in. It's not for everyone, but it's like very for some people. I tend to attract a certain type of guy. Like, to clue you in on who that type of guy is, the first time my ex saw me naked, he said, golly. Stop picturing it now. You guys have overstayed your welcome in that fantasy. It's too much. I've been watching a lot of rom-coms recently because I've been sad. And there's one thing I dislike about romantic comedies. It is their portrayal of uncircumcised penises. Like, they think that foreskins are this disgusting anomaly. Like, no one in here has one. If anyone has ever seen one, it's because you're a giant slut. And sorry for looking directly at you while I said that. Not slut-shaming, just slut acknowledging. Like, rom-com logic, you see 100 penises before you see your first uncircumcised one. They're that rare. Like, this scene has been in all the romantic comedies. You got protagonist female hooking up with a new guy for the first time. He's uncircumcised. Like, why didn't he warn her about that? She doesn't know how to do sex to that. And she just has to, like, excuse herself, have a split screen scene with her sister, because her sister's, like, worldly. Like, she's been to Europe. She's seen things. She's on the phone with her sister, and she's just like, and her sister's like, oh, uncircumcised dick? Yeah, I've seen one. I know, I'm such a slut. That is my entire personality in this film. Okay, no big deal. I know it's weird, but like, just don't look at it in its eye. Don't say anything about it too loud. Foreskins are very sensitive. You could hurt its feelings. You can put it in your mouth, but don't touch it with the tip of your tongue. You can have sex with it, but do not marry it, or your kids will turn out weird. This is genetic. It's genetic. Did you know? Actually, 1 out of every 4 human males is born with this deformity. That's why it's called a foreskin. Yeah, I don't really like that scene. Because honestly, like, circumcised, uncircumcised, I'm not confident that I can really tell the difference. Like, I know what the difference is, kind of like, I can tell them apart about as well as I can tell apart southern toads and Fowler's toads based on their calls. Yeah, I know. It's getting really relatable. Because, you know, southern toads, they sound kind of like... and Fowler's toads sound kind of like... right? So, like, I can study up and pass that quiz, but if I see them in the wild, I'm just as likely to touch either. If I'm willing to get a bit of pee on my hands. I'm feeling a little bit of judgment right now. It's kind of like a masculine energy coming from somewhere. You know, like how you feel when someone wants to mansplain something to you. That's the feeling I'm getting. Some dude in here is thinking I didn't quite nail those toad calls, wants to come up to me after and be like, hey, actually, southern toads, they sound more like... Yeah, it's hard to get up in that register with my man larynx. If I can do it, you can do it. And now that I've called you out on like wanting to mansplain to me toad calls, you probably think I don't want you to do that, which isn't what I'm saying at all. Like, mansplaining normally is a very annoying thing, but like, if your mansplaining involves making animal noises at a woman, do it. I want to hear what you have to say. I'm Lydia Manning. This can be it for me. Thanks so much.